Okay, I am going to look at a problem for chi-square goodness of fit and make sure that everybody is doing that correctly and is putting it in mini tab so you can compare what you get with what I've got. This is the problem, and in this problem we're given three things. We're given the category of if they're married or not. We're given the observed counts of adults in this chart right here. And then up where it's written, it tells you what is the expected kind of percentage of adults that are never married, married, widowed, and divorced. So you need to always put that in proportional form, which is the decimal number of your percent there. So if you'll see what I did is I opened mini tab and I put in my category, which is their marital status. Then I put in what was observed as the counted adults in this chart and what was expected. That's why it's called a chi-square goodness of fit test, because we're going to fit what we counted with what we were told would be the percentage of adults in each category. Once you do that, you can do this a couple different ways, but I find this to be the easiest. The category observed counts and expected proportion or percent there. And then you go to stat, tables, and it's a chi-square goodness of fit test. Since it's a table here, that's why it's under tables instead of basic statistics. So click on that. Again, my observed counts is this second column, so C2, just double click that. My category names, you can or you don't have to put those in, but we see that they're in C1, and I actually named them category. And what are the proportions that are they supposed to be? You can do either of the bottom two, but it's from a historical count or account that was back so it could be a specific proportion or a proportion by historical counts. You'll get the same answer from each one. And that's the expected proportion over here in column 3. Once you do that, you can click on graphs, but all those are clicked anyway, so you don't have to, and then click OK. And what we get here is our chart and all the questions that you're usually asked. The first question that you're typically asked is to set up your HO and HA, and your HO or your original hypothesis or your null hypothesis should always be that they do fit, because remember that's the equal part of your two hypotheses. So that would be equal to they are fitting, or in other words, my historical counts are fitting my observed. And then the alternate hypothesis was that they do not fit. It is not a good fit with my chi-square goodness of fit test. The test statistic is your chi-squared. So usually you're asked to put that in with rounded to 2 decimal places. So that would be 5.58. Your p-value that you're going to do your comparison on is 0.13 or 0.134, depending on how they ask, and depending on how many decimal places that is asked for. So I hope that helps, and just let me know if you have other questions.